EV owners have reported ongoing issues with temperature sensors that fail to function, defective display screens, exterior door lights that do not function properly, mismatched paint, broken seals, and weather stripping. It's not just that these issues arise, it's also that they do so at a rate that's significantly higher in EVs than in conventional ones. Customers spend their hard-earned money on a car, and if their needs don't match with that car, obviously they'll be disappointed and will face big money damage. But is there any car in the market that is the solution to all these problems? Is there any car that can be said as the best car of this year? Yes. That's why we are here on Tech Electric with our new video on an amazing car that is going viral these days, and it is said that it is the best EV car of 2022. But why is it considered the best of 2022? What is so special in it that makes it unique from other cars? Let's find out. When you consider the MG4's fast charging capabilities and its astonishingly low price, you can see why it shouldn't be ignored. This is the identity moment for the British brand MG. Although the company has experimented with electric vehicles in the past, including the impressive and affordable ZS crossover and the MG5 Estate, the company's push with its next generation of models begins with the MG4 family hatchback. The company is currently owned by the Chinese government. Because of this, there are striking similarities between the MG ZS and the Volkswagen ID.3, which is one reason why the latter is such an important vehicle for the former. To begin, both models are competing in the same market segment and aim to attract the same types of customers. These customers include city dwellers, families who might use the MG4 as a second car, and company car drivers who are looking to cut their benefit-in-kind tax bill. In addition, the MG4 and the MG3 are both aimed at the same buyers. When you look at the important figures, you may see even more parallels between the two. MSP, which stands for Modular Scalable Platform, is an all-new platform developed specifically for the brand and used as the foundation for the MG4 EV. It utilizes a rear-mounted motor that produces 200 horsepower, which is supplied by a 64 kilowatt-hour battery in this top spec. Trophy long-range variant, which enables the vehicle to have a range of 270 miles according to the manufacturer. If you choose the more priced SE Long Range, you'll get a bump of 281 miles of range. Meanwhile, all MG4s are equipped with 150 kilowatt quick charging, which means that it only takes 35 minutes to fill out the larger battery from 10 to 80%. If you use a home wall box with 7 kilowatts of capacity, it will take 9 hours to completely restock. In the same vein as Volkswagen, there is also a variant with a smaller battery that is simply designated as the SE. This model employs a 51 kilowatt-hour pack and asserts that it can go up to 218 miles between charges. However, things are a bit different when it comes to pricing. Even for the range-topping model, you'll spend just $36,800. In comparison, the starting price for the ID.3 lineup is presently set at $42,300. And there is just one model available, the 58 kilowatt-hour Pro Performance model in Life trim, which has an estimated range of 264 miles. Given the price, it's not like the MG skimps on features or equipment, however. There is a 10.25-inch touchscreen infotainment system that includes satellite navigation, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto standard on all trim levels. Several features are unique to electric vehicles, such as information on charging stations, readouts of available energy, and changeable settings for the engine and brake regeneration. There is also a heated steering wheel, heated front seats, a 360-degree camera, parking sensors, wireless phone charging, temperature control, an abundance of driver assistance technology, 17-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights, and vehicle-to-load charging to power more devices. The satellite navigation system functioned in a manner that was comparable to that of a Google-based system. As a result, it is easy to use and the traffic information appeared to be reliable. On the other hand, the replies were not always very reliable, and some of the on-screen toggles were rather small, making it difficult to make adjustments to the different functions. Below the primary control panel, there are at least several physical shortcut keys for the most important choices, including one that allows access to the digital temperature controls displayed on the screen. This panel is accompanied by a digital instrument panel that is 7 inches in size and delivers pretty much all the information you want, but no one knows how to locate an option that displayed a full-screen map, which was a disappointment. Today we have something new for all of you. See, there are all the things from the viewer's view. What is the experience from the driver's point of view? From the driver's seat, it is obvious that MG has premium aspirations and has looked to some German brands for inspiration. For example, the indicator stalks are very similar to Audi's, and the steering wheel's rounded hexagon shape is more than a little reminiscent of the BMW iX's. MG has also taken cues from the design of the BMW iX's headlights and taillights. They believe that imitation is the highest form of flattery and that it is also the most honest. What do you think about why the new MG4 EV is going so viral in the automobile market? If you know the answer, then do let us know in the comments section below. The quality of the materials used should be improved in several areas, even though the inside appears to have a contemporary and rather basic design, with a protruding ledge for the gear selector that leaves a large open storage space below. The majority of the plastics that are used to cover the lower dash and the doors are rock solid, which means that even if they may be long-lasting, they do not have a very pleasant texture. Even if the dash top trim is soft and a few flashes of imitation leather break up the plastic, it is evident that this is where you pay the price for the cheap price. This is where you pay the price for the low price. Thankfully, you won't experience it when you're driving the automobile because it has a believable dynamic performance. The powertrain provides the linear acceleration, and MG claims that the sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour can be completed in 7.7 seconds. Although it does not provide the impression of being very quick, there is ample maneuverability about town and even some grunt for passing on the highway with relative ease. It is quite evident that the focus here is on coziness, as seen by the fact that the MG provides a smooth and fluid ride, which translates to the fact that it is forgiving and pleasant both in the city and on country roads and highways. However, in the latter two scenarios, the greater speeds imply that the car wanders about a little bit more than we would want, and it requires a little bit of guidance to keep it on the correct path. Along with its reasonably polished ride, the chassis nevertheless possesses an unexpectedly aggressive edge that complements the car's handling. When in sport mode, the steering is responsive and has a great weight to it. Because the front axle of the MG can keep up with the pace of the steering, the vehicle can maneuver quickly around curves, even if it's not much of a B-road blaster. Its agility comes in quite handy when you're driving around town. The new platform packs a lot of features into a very small area, and the rear passengers will have plenty of legroom. It does entail a minor compromise when it comes to the amount of room available in the trunk, as the ID3 only has 363 liters of capacity, which is 22 liters less than its primary competitor from Volkswagen, and the ID3 isn't exactly the largest electric vehicle in this regard. However, the MG's trunk is functional, even though its carrying capacity may be tested more frequently than in other automobiles. Additionally, visibility is excellent, and because the electric motor is situated in the trunk, it enables a solid steering lock. As a result, the car has a small turning circle, which should make it easier to park and maneuver in confined spaces. Undoubtedly, we can say at this price point the all-new MG4 is the best option. And before we sign off, tell us what you think of MG4. Is there any other major feature that you are missing in MG4? Or do you have any better alternatives? Please let me know in the comment section below. And it's time for me to sign off. We will see you in the next video. Till then, you can check out our channel. And if you love our stuff, then do subscribe and hit the like button if you found this video helpful. And I will see you in the next one.